Shalom and welcome. This is Dr. Maxwell. A prophet is someone appointed by God one on one. I mean, God encountered that person either in a vision or in a realm of spirit or one on one, as he did with Moses, and appointed that person, telling that person, "You are my prophet." And in some occasion, in fact, God anoint that person to be a prophet. And furthermore, God will give you the instruction of who are you representing. Are you a prophet for your neighborhood, for your nation, or for the nations or the whole world? This encounter and instructions are happening on the very first day of you meeting God and God appointing you to be a prophet. We see in the book of Jeremiah, God is speaking to Jeremiah and saying this following: Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I ordained you. And in fact, I made you a prophet to the nations. Go back to Moses. When God met Moses at the burning bush or burning tree, and God said to Moses, "You are a prophet to my people of Israel who are now or currently in Egypt." So God gives instruction before you start your work. And this is how God operates. Now, in the case of Islam, we see that Muhammad never met God, and or God never spoke to Muhammad one on one and appointed Muhammad to be a prophet. There is no encounter between God with Muhammad. There is no encounter between Allah and Muhammad. However, an angel, a fictitious angel, in the interim, in the midst of these revelations, came and said that he is in fact Jibril and is appointing Muhammad to be the prophet. Muhammad was never appointed by Allah. Allah never spoke to Muhammad and said, "Muhammad, you're my prophet." However, in the entire lifespan, from the first dispensation to the second dispensation, we see God meeting his people one on one and appoint them to be a prophet. My question to Muslims is this: how can you trust a person who was not appointed by God himself one on one? Remember, God has power, ability, knowledge to talk to you, to appoint you. He created you. He knows how to talk to you and meet you. So coming here and say that God cannot meet a human, that's a lie, because he did meet other prophets one on one. And if this prophet is a seal of prophet, why he never prophesied? There is no prophetic message of Muhammad to the nations. There's no prophetic message of Muhammad to his people, the Arabs. All we hear is Allah saying to Muhammad, "Say this." And Muhammad, in fact, never repeat those words in the Quran. Go read the Quran. You will see a lot of places Allah is telling Muhammad, "Say X, Y, Z." But there is no evidence of Muhammad saying those words in the very Quran. Muhammad refused to repeat those words because Muhammad never trusted this guy. This is why Allah said to Muhammad through Jibreel that if you are in doubt of what we're giving to you, ask the people before you. We gave the scripture because Muhammad was in doubt. Muhammad, he was just even wondering, how can you call me a prophet and I never prophesied? You can't be called a prophet. You can't name yourself a prophet and you don't prophesy. Prophecy intrinsically is attached with prophesying. There is no where Muhammad is prophesying, giving prophecy, and prophecy came to pass while he was alive so that he can be a true prophet. Muhammad was not a prophet of God. He never prophesied. God never spoke to him. God never appointed him to be a prophet to the nations, as Muslims say he's a seal of prophet. What did he seal? How did he seal? What is the things Muhammad used to seal? Seal is to end some, is to put a mark of ownership. That's the meaning of seal. Seal means mark of ownership. When you put a seal in the envelope, you say, I own this envelope. Nobody else can break. What did Muhammad seal, mark, and own? He never prophesied. He never gave one prophecy. But all we hear, he's a prophet. Prophet of who? What did he prophesy? Where is the evidence of Muhammad prophesying? There was Muhammad received the book. Hey, the prior prophets received books. In fact, the prior prophet received better books than the Quran, to the point of Allah telling Muhammad, speak to those people, because what they receive supersedes your book. That's why he has to go to the people of the book and ask them if truly Allah, what he's saying, is in fact infallible and veracious. There is no truth in the Quran. Muhammad was a fake prophet. If you keep on insisting Muhammad is a prophet, show me where Muhammad prophesied and it came to pass. Shalom again. This is Dr. Maxwell.